In the unforgiving world of MMA, where every punch can change a life and every fight can rewrite history, few stories captivate like the rise of Ilia Topuria, a man undefeated, unyielding, a force of nature, carving his path through the featherweight division. But standing in stark contrast is Charles Oliveira, a warrior whose career reads like an epic saga of triumphs and trials, victories and defeats. What is it that separates these two fighters? What is the secret behind Topuria's flawless streak? And why has Oliveira, despite his undeniable greatness, faced so many setbacks? Today we journey deep into the heart of these fighters' stories. We unravel the mental battles, the physical wars, and the untold truths behind their records. This is more than a fight analysis. It's a tale of resilience, mindset, and the brutal beauty of MMA. Ilia Topuria's story begins in the tough streets of Rustavi, Georgia, a place where life is a daily battle for young Ilia and his brother. Street fights weren't just a test of strength, they were a way of life. Every scuffle, every challenge was a lesson in toughness, survival, and pride. Imagine growing up in an environment where fear is a luxury you can't afford, where you learn early that to stand your ground is to live another day. This raw, unfiltered experience forged a mental toughness in Topuria that no gym could teach. Ilia and his brother fought on the streets all the time. It wasn't about violence, it was about respect, about protecting themselves. Now contrast that with Charles Oliveira's upbringing in the favelas of Brazil, a world equally harsh but different in its challenges. Oliveira's early life was marked by poverty and struggle, but also by a relentless hunger to rise above Ilia. Topuria burst onto the MMA scene like a storm. From his debut, it was clear this was no ordinary fighter. His style is a perfect blend of precision, striking, and relentless grappling, a combination that has left opponents stunned and fans in awe. What's striking about Topuria is not just his physical skills, but his mindset. He said it himself. "In my mind, I always was a world champion. It was just a matter of time that it would manifest into reality in the present." That kind of confidence, it's magnetic. It's the kind of belief that turns potential into dominance. Striking Topuria's punches aren't just fast, they're calculated. He lands with intent, mixing power and precision. His knockout wins over legends like Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway are proof grappling. Don't be fooled. Topuria's ground game is lethal. He combines pressure with slick submission, making him a threat anywhere to fence. Perhaps his greatest asset is his defense. With a significant strike defense rate of 64%, he's incredibly hard to hit cleanly. Opponents often find themselves swinging at air, frustrated and exhausted. But beyond stats and techniques, Topuria's greatest weapon is his calm under fire. In the heat of battle, when others panic, he stays cool, methodical, and focused. Now let's turn to Charles Oliveira, Du Bronx, a man whose career has been a roller coaster of epic highs and devastating lows. Oliveira holds the record for the most submission wins in UFC history. His jiu-jitsu is world-class, his creativity on the ground unmatched. But his journey hasn't been smooth early in his UFC career. Oliveira struggled with consistency. Weight cuts, injuries, and tough losses threatened to derail him. But what makes his story unforgettable is his resilience. Where many would fold, Oliveira fought back harder. He reinvented himself, sharpened his striking, and captured the UFC lightweight title in a stunning run. Ilia Topuria, record 16-0. Fighting style, calculated aggression, mentality, unbreakable, defense elite, finishing ability, high knockouts and submissions, legacy rising star, Charles Oliveira, record 35-10. Fighting style, wild creativity, mentality resilient, defense vulnerable, finishing ability, extremely high submissions. Legacy, established legend from these two fighters. The lessons are clear. Mindset is everything. Believe you're a champion before the fight start. Adaptability is survival. Evolve your game constantly. Balance risk and defense. Aggression wins fights, but defense wins championships. Resilience is key. Losses don't define you. How you respond does. Topuria's undefeated streak is a beacon, but the road ahead is filled with hungry contenders. Oliveira remains a threat, a wild card ready to strike. Who will rise? Who will fall? Thanks for joining this deep dive into two of MMA's most compelling stories. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more fight insights. Tell me in the comments, who inspires you more, the flawless Ilia Topuria or the battle-hardened Charles Oliveira? And what matchups do you want to see next? Until next time, fight fans, keep your guard up. Stay hungry and never stop fighting for your dreams.